Oops. Hello. Let me see if I can find my little filter. Ooh. Yes, I love that. Hi guys. I'm Erin Parsons Makeup, and I am going to go live with Trixie Mattel, who I'm so obsessed with, and I'm nervous and excited, and I can't wait to talk to her. So thank you all for tuning in. Happy Pride Month. Oh, I forgot my little flag. Ah! Okay, let's see if Trixie's coming on here. There she is. Make sure my volume's all the way up. Did it work?
Hello.
I'm so excited.
You look beautiful.
I have to tell you, well, you always look beautiful, first off, but this is definitely a nod to you. This is, I call it Trixie in the Wind because my face tapes have me snatched all the way back.
Oh my God. No, that's the great thing about Trixie makeup is it works at level 11 or level 1. Like everybody could use a little white liner in their life or little.
And I'm actually going to give myself a little filter again. Wait, did it come? Did it work?
Oh, you look great.
Me.
What's your favorite Instagram filter? Spill the tea.
This one is called Perfect Skin. It has like a little purple haze over it, but it just says Perfect Skin, so it just makes everything it's a very subtle, flawless.
I have a few.
filter.
Let me show you. I like this white stripe style one.
That's amazing. That's
Yes.
amazing. I want to see as many Trixies as I can see.
I love The Sims. Oh, The Sims. Oh, where's my... Well, the problem with filters is... Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I like that one. This one might not work
amazing.
because... Oh, mustache. I mean, I'm kind of basic, though. My favorite is subtle.
Yeah, subtle is what I normally use, and then I found this because sometimes it blurs me almost too much, so Perfect Skin is now my addiction.
I want Perfect Skin. I mean, because, listen, this one's called subtle, but let's be honest.
I know, it's like...
It's the full fantasy. I love your hair, too. I love when a hairstyle is, no matter how you turn your head, a globular shape.
Yes. Well, I have to say, I forgot to bring my wigs when I packed, so I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. So we've been shooting Maybelline. So this is my day 7. We haven't had any days off, and we were on set all day. So that's why I have this like whiteboard up behind me because the studio is behind.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah. So I have my friend Kenna, who is here doing hair. So he did this for me. This is all my hair, not even an extension.
Oh, it's stunning.
And it's a nod to vintage country music singers.
Oh, yeah, totally. Everybody in the chat. Hi, Brianna LeVay. Oh, hi, Brianna. Everybody in the chat, if you would wear her hair, I absolutely would. It's so classic.
I haven't seen any of the comments because I'm staring at Trixie and myself because I'm a narcissist at this point.
Oh, yeah, let's
get it on. You look so amazing. I love that you've like changed. You know, I love your classic Trixie where you do the liner like this, and now you're doing the like snatched, pulled out liner. So
yeah, well, I love 60s stuff, and when I was getting ready for my tour, for my grown-up tour, that show, every look is like super mod, and so I was like, and I was wearing heavy bangs in the show, so I was like, how do I figure out a version of the makeup that's pretty much linear, so that like in 1,500 seats, people see an eyelid, but up close, I look like a black and white picture of Fruit Strike, you know.
It is amazing. Your makeup.
But it's very easy.
Well,
it's black and white lines.
I've been very obsessed with black and white lines lately. Everything I've been putting on my Instagram is always face taped and like pulled out. It always works. You can't go wrong.
Yes.
With it. Yeah.
You really can't go wrong you can't go wrong with like, because I'm a drag queen, I always think like the most makeup is more, but my favorite look is like clean skin, clean brows, clean lashes, and then like a graphic line moment.
Yes. Yes.
Or like I'm a woman who stepped out of the shower and stamped on one thing.
That's very chic. Absolutely.
Very chic.
That's absolutely it. Although maybe harder to do than it seems.
We also have a shared BFF. One of our friends, Darian, is also a Maybelline artist.
Oh, I know. Well, we worked together at Maybelline's fashion show, so I've known Darian for years. Back when I used to assist Pat McGrath, she also worked with Pat, so I knew her from then. And we have a real bonding over our obsession with Marilyn Monroe and an obsession with pink, an obsession with anything Barbies, anything, you know, like ultra femme, ultra
Can't relate.
girly.
Can't relate.
I love it. Yeah.
By the way, everybody who's joining us, if you want to take a screenshot of us for your story, I'm going to give you a moment now. We're going to give you absolute serve for 5 seconds, and then you grab that snapshot. Are ready?
Okay,
Here we go. 1, 2, 3,
Uh,
4, 5. Okay, good. Because otherwise it'll be like the screenshot they get will be me like,
no, because every time at the end I post these to the Instagram feed, and I can never. It's always want to be like, I can never
totally.
find. So you nailed it. Thank you for doing that. Now I know where to stop it. And I only have one
Yeah.
photo. You had like 5. I was like, just this is all I got. This is it. It's the one I stay with.
I like to look like you could like Photoshop in a straw, and maybe she's just drinking out of it. Like,
this is.
Yeah. You know us too well. Oh my God! Somebody in the chat was like, "You got it, girl. We're here. We're screenshotting."
Yes, I love it. That's amazing. Everybody, please post that because I looked real cute there. I'm not gonna lie. Because you saw me. If you see my stories, you can see where I started. Please go look at the before. It's madness.
You have some tattoo fans in the chat. They love your tattoos.
Thank you so much. I know I'm kind of covered. Crazy. Was a crazy kid. I have to tell you, because I am absolutely obsessed with you. And I have watched every one of your shows and I'm a total fan, and I feel that I made this happen somehow. It's really weird, but I've always wanted
You secreted it.
I'm a witch, I think. I don't know. Something happened. It's like I willed it to happen. I talked to Darren. I rave about you, and it's like how crazy that we're here. So I'm really excited.
It's real. You can make things happen in your life. I am obsessed with the musical artist Michelle Branch. Always have been. Mm-hmm. And because I run my mouth so often about how much I love her, I just got to interview her for Pride Month, and I was like, you can draw people into your life with positive thought.
Yeah, it's so true. I think too, we, not that I don't want to go into a dark place, but we both come from very similar backgrounds as in our childhoods. And I think seeing success stories when you do come from so little or abuse or things like that.
Nothing even.
Yeah, from nothing, less than nothing. And, to show that not only do you have a positive attitude after everything that happened, but you really change people's lives. So I just think if anybody's going through anything, like there's a brighter side, and you just have
to especially with like makeup and drag. Like, I'm going to be honest, everybody in the chats here, you guys probably know, like when lockdown started, I got sent home from touring pretty early in lockdown because venues over 1,000 were considered high risk.
Yeah.
And so it was considered high risk. But but so then I got home and I was like, well, I like making YouTube videos, and I like playing my live concerts. And at first I was like, my instinct was like, no, you have to just quit because there's more serious things going on than you putting on a wig. But I can't tell you how often people are like, I literally look forward to this every Friday, or like I watch your videos every week. You have to put the wig on for the people who need to see you in the wig.
Oh, you have to also, you're bringing so much cheer to people. Your Barbie videos during quarantine, like I lived where I could not wait to see every decade. And you know what? I have to tell you something. It cost me $1,000 because I had to buy Fashion Queen Barbie.
She's iconic. She's not too bad. And a lot of those older toys, they're made with like bulletproof plastic. So they actually hold up. Yeah. Like my Fashion Queen from 1962, she was under $100 and she looks like perfect.
Oh, well.
Versus toys now, I just feel like they're not made the same.
No. But I mean the idea of wigs that you can change. Of course, mine is still in the box, but you have 2, don't you? You have one you can take out of the box and play with.
I do not have one in the box. You have one in the box.
That is why mine costs so much money.
Mine was only maybe $60, $80.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, the Barbie and the Rockers ones I found for most of them less than 100, and I had those as a kid, and I didn't realize they had all this amazing makeup. So I was like watching a documentary on Barbies, and I saw them and I went, oh my God, I've got to buy all these. No wonder I'm a makeup artist now. It has to be those Barbies.
Oh yeah, toys especially. Like if you think of drag, you're trying to make a 6-foot tall man. You're trying to hear me, sorry.
Oh no, you froze. Oh, sorry, it froze for a second. It's 6 foot tall.
They try to make a 6-foot tall man look petite. Yeah. They do the same thing when they take a doll, because from far away, they got to make this little plastic orange head look like it has a face.
Yeah.
So up close, you're like, these lashes are psycho. But when you're playing with it, it looks great. Yeah. My favorite dolls are the 60s ones when they started using real lashes, because I love the look of like that sleepy, heavy. Yeah. Is she posing, or is she fully asleep? We don't know.
There's the Twiggy Barbie that I like that, and I've been holding off, but I think I got to go for it because the lashes. It just.
Oh, she's great, and she has the bottom lashes.
Oh, Okay, you have it. I swear. My Barbie addiction is starting to happen, which is a little bit scary. I collect vintage makeup, vintage Vogues, books, and now with the Barbies, I'm like, okay, I'm going broke, so I need to be careful.
I actually I love fancy makeup. I love I love the full emotional, spiritual gamut of makeup. I just want it to work well.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Like I remember I just did this video where I review my makeup tutorial from 10 years ago, and I see myself using a glitter stacker from Claire's, and I'm like,
that's amazing.
It works. It's fierce. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, I've been red before because I used craft glitter on something, so I shouldn't talk too much.
At your own risk, people. At your own risk. I know at Trixie Cosmetics we have glitters that are not eye safe, and it's like not eye safe.
That's okay. At your
but I don't live in your house. I don't know what you do when you know. I can't kick open the door if you're putting on your eye and be like.
No, I've never had a problem. I'm not saying it will never happen, but I've never had a problem, and it's stacked all over the eyes. So I don't know. I'm fine with it. Well, so I think we're going to talk drag history, and I am not knowledgeable in this arena. I love drag. I love drag culture. I love you. But I think maybe you can share drag history with us. Do you want to tell us some things?
Yeah, well, I mean, the great thing about drag. Oh, yeah, for all the children. By the way, I'm reading the chat. How are all you guys? Yes, I saw the jellyfish video. Oh my God. Somebody says, hi, Bald. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Why? Does that like a...
They call me Bald because out of drag I have no hair. So they're like, hi, Bald.
Oh.
I'm fine. They can call me whatever. Whatever makes them happy.
What I love about you, your confidence. Oh my God. I wish I had just a piece of that. I'm working on it, but it's amazing. It's really
well, I think people see Trixie and like, this is an unprepossessing man from the country who has an education from a state school. And he seems okay. So I should be okay with myself.
Do you know, I lived in Wisconsin when I was in first grade. I lived in Madison, Wisconsin, I think.
Fierce. Very liberal city in Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin. Which you don't have the Wisconsin accent.
I went to theater school and they trained it out of you.
Oh, really? So you did have it at one point.
Oh my gosh, did I have it. Oh, you can hear it on Drag Race Season 7 for sure. Any fans in the chat, you guys know I used to be like, I do drag. Like it was rough. But I guess the great thing about drag is historically you can like it you could be channel surfing today and see Drag Race on VH1, or we're here with Eureka and Bob and Shangela. You could surface level love whatever drag you find this year currently on television, or you could nerd out and deep dive and find stuff from decades back. So the great thing about drag is we don't judge people for not knowing everything. Like if you've never seen Pink Flamingos, maybe you've never seen Tu Wong Fu. Maybe you don't even know who some people don't. I mean, I love Lady Bunny. Maybe some of the really young people don't know who Lady Bunny is.
Yeah. It's interesting to be an icon in that industry, but it's great. She came on Drag Race, so I think a wider audience could see her. But I mean,
there are people who know RuPaul, but they don't know Supermodel, or they never saw him in the Brady Bunch movie, or you know. But it goes deeper. I mean, drag is. It was in Shakespeare. It stands for dressed as a girl.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
which that's not what it means now. I mean, most of us. You can dress as whatever, but that's how it started, yes, because women weren't allowed to do theater back then.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which that's its whole own issue.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's like with Barbie. Like, I wouldn't say Barbie's always like the snapshot of progressiveness in that moment of history, but you can take the good things from it. You know?
No.
Oh my God, that's a lot of emojis. Somebody just sent so many emojis like this.
Don't cover your face though. If you put that many emojis, I can't see you.
Yeah.
But we appreciate all the sweet comments.
And then there's a lot. I always tell people too. There's a lot of things in history that you might not think of as drag. Like some people might say, I don't know anything about drag. I'm like, well, have you seen White Chicks? Have you seen Tootsie? Have you seen Mrs. Doubtfire? Have you seen Medea? Yeah. There's a lot of things that are drag, but no one called it drag.
Yeah.
So you didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of funny too, and maybe people that may not be as accepting to drag, they would be accepting to Mrs. Doubtfire, which is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like if you.
I know. I was just talking about this with somebody. It's a very amazing movie, and Robin Williams. Oh my God! But it is funny that it's like I want to see my kids. The solution is to dress up as an old woman. Even now, it's like.
I'm sorry, but the meringue pie was one of my favorite scenes in movie history.
And
No!
listen, anybody in the chat who's a makeup enthusiast, you need to watch Mrs. Doubtfire for this iconic scene
Yes.
where somebody's walking in and she has no makeup on and she slams her face into a pie and that's how she gets with having no makeup on. It sounds stupid, but it is relatable content for anybody who's been trying to get ready in a hurry.
Yeah, it's hilarious. No, so I really love old films too. I'm such a movie buff. So I guess, really you could go back. I mean, maybe it's not drag culture, but like I think of like amazing makeup films and like Liquid Sky. Do you know about like things like that? And,
Oh yeah. Even
yeah.
like, especially in film, you can go back to you can pinpoint, false lashes being invented.
Oh, really?
Well, oh yeah, wasn't it invented? I think it was invented for that movie Cleopatra.
Well, I mean, false lashes, I actually, because I collect vintage makeup, I have a pair from, I think it's 1920, but I believe they kind of started in 1915, and they used to put them on fish skin bladders.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. I have a computer here. False lashes were first invented by American film director D.W. Griffith while making his movie Intolerance.
Okay.
He wanted the eyelashes on actress Sina Owen, and he wanted the lashes to grace her cheeks.
Oh,
and they were made out of real human hair and woven by a wig maker. I mean, I'm sure by today's standards, they probably didn't look perfect.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, too, with, I don't know if you know this, fun fact, but Maybelline was actually started by a gay man and his partner, Tom Lyle. And you know why? He was, I mean, there's a lot of stories, but I read a book about it, about him and his family from, I think his niece wrote it. And he was always looking at the movie stars and like, how do they get these glamorous eyes? And I guess the sister Mabel had tried this concoction, put it on the lashes, and he was like, wow, she looks so much more beautiful. I mean, leave it to a gay man to want to make us all look prettier. And that was Maybelline mascara, and the first product that was started was a product for the lashes.
Also, I love gay men, but also they're like, fine, I'll help if it'll make everyone here look a little better. Oh, you know what I mean?
Give me a break.
Yeah, he's like, I have to look at you.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
He was trying to help his sister out.
I wear Maybelline Foundation almost every single time I get in drag. Did you know that?
Superstay?
I'm dead.
Where
Superstay.
Oh my God.
Classic Ivory, 120. It's, I mean, I'm not going to get into the chemistry of it because
115. Oh my God.
I discovered this foundation on tour because, on tour I can't always get to certain stores that have theatrical makeup.
Yeah.
And I think it was Creme Fatale who turned me onto this, who's another drag queen. If you guys want to watch a drag queen who puts makeup on, follow Creme Fatale on Instagram.
Definitely will.
it will make you feel like you should never touch a makeup brush again because you could never compare. But
oh my God, I have to see.
Oh, she is I believe her pronouns are she. She lives as a female and she does a drag character that's like otherworldly, painted other colors. But I think she suggested this because she said it was very full coverage, and I was like, I'll be the judge of that. I think I was on tour and I was like, oh my God. And we just keep getting it because I can get it at the CVS down the street from my house.
Yeah,
and I don't have a car. So I'm like, this is a match made in heaven.
Maybelline, please send Trixie a bucket of Super Safe Foundation in shade 120.
Honestly, that's the secret of drag because there's some products I'm so loyal to that then the brand finds out and one day I end up with a box of like 100 of them and I'm like, finally. Yeah, I wear black eyeliner from NYX and one day they sent me like
100.
Just more than one person could ever use in their life. And
you have a lifetime supply. I know.
Completely.
No, but the Super Safe Foundation is really good too because even though it's very full coverage, it like your pores look smooth. Like it just everything looks smooth.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you know what? Let me get controversial and brave. Let me turn the filter off and show you people.
Get up close. Hello, sell that foundation.
I'm a 30-year-old man who has extremely dry skin.
I'm a 42-year-old woman, but I do still have a little bit of a filter on. You look amazing. Yeah. I have watched. You say you have very dry skin. Gorgeous.
This is one of my other favorite filters too.
I love it when people like don't tell you they use a filter, but then they're like doing something with a brush and it like flickers and you're like, wait a second, your eyes don't really look like that.
Oh yes, and I love obviously YouTube makeup artistry, and there's some content creators where I'm like, I love you, but girl, that forehead is blasted. You have no forehead. Well, all you'll see is the detail of their eyelashes and like their lips and nose holes, and everything else just.
I love when it's like blown out.
Yes.
I have to say I've always like done like just very light dewy foundation because I am older. I'm in my 40s, so I feel it looks better.
42.
I'm 42. Yes. Do I have face tapes on? And listen, I visit the doctor, and honey, I'm all about the skincare.
She goes to the dentist.
Yeah, that's all. Just a little dentist trip every now and then. Anyway, wait, what was I saying?
Oh, we were talking about having foundations for different skin types. Yeah. Full coverage.
I mean, the thing is what I noticed is like in YouTube videos, the full coverage really works. Instagram Live, I started doing full coverage because I really do see a difference. Now on my day to day, I really like this Maybelline Smooth and Dewy. I just like, the skin to glow. And do you wear like foundation when you're out of drag or no?
Yeah, when I'm out, because my days off of drag, I usually am using a product that is like boy drag. So something that's gonna sunblock, even me out, moisturize me. Because my skin usually looks like I glued things to my head the day before.
Yeah.
And I'm very fair, so I'll have like, you'll see where I had lashes on all day, or you'll see the line where I tore a wig off.
Yeah.
So I do like something that gives me, give me like a shell to make me look a little evener and help my skin go back to normal.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly looking for this too.
Wait, I just realized, oh shoot, what did I do? I just realized I forgot to pin our comment. Oh no, I don't think I can do it because I wanted to just put, you know what? I'm just going to put everybody knows you, but.
Type a new one. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, everybody. You guys, we are watching you. Thank you look at all the hearts. Does that mean that money's going directly into my account? Oh my God. The hearts are dollars, y'all. Thank you.
I don't even know how to pin. I'm sorry. Oh, Trixie Mattel. I did spell Mattel correct, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, good. At my old
Beauty is how many people thinks it's Trixie with like 3 X's. I'm like, it's not that kind of show. Like, it's just Trixie. Or people want to put 2 L's on Mattel sometimes too, which
whatever. In the day, whatever, as long as you get to you. No, back in the day I used to do I would call myself Foxy, Foxxxy.
You wanted people to know.
So stupid. I was a kid. Anyway,
the choices we make.
That said Foxy. Anyway.
I know.
You guys, I just want to point out too, because I have like a little paper here because my memory, I'm an old lady and it's shot. So I just want to say that in celebration of Pride Month, #Pride Month, Maybelline New York has made a donation to the Ali Forney Center. It's a New York City-based organization that provides housing to homeless LGBTQ plus youth. And their efforts year-round help provide a safe space for those in need, but even more so during a global pandemic. So thank you, Maybelline, for donating to the Ali Forney Center, and you guys should definitely check that out. Done.
Wow. Since 2002. I'm on their website now.
Yes.
Can I just say that every website that is for an LGBT cause has the best design. They all have the best like layout.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
I really have to look it up. And I've been shooting these past 7 days, and I've been so busy, and I was so scared I wouldn't even get to do my makeup look, but I was like determined. Like they're on set shooting right now. I'm like, I gotta go put my eyeliner on. So
I gotta go talk to myself.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Trixie.
The amount of time I spend during lockdown talking to myself alone in my house in drag, I'm like a parakeet now. It's not even weird anymore.
Oh my God, I almost just removed you. Sorry. I'm trying to, okay, I fixed it. The comments were like covering your face. Okay, so sorry, you were going on too about drag history facts, and I totally like blew over it. I don't know what I started talking
about. I mean, if anybody wants to deep dive a little, I mean, Drag Race I think does a good job of, usually a few times a season, they'll touch on something that was very iconic and shaped drag as we know it, that casual Drag Race competition show viewers might not know about. Like in season 7, we did a John Waters challenge. Or on All Stars, we did a Studio 54, like riding into the disco on a white horse. And the so yes. But I think they do a good job of throwing it in, and there's plenty to find and plenty to creep on. If anybody hasn't seen, if you haven't seen Tu Wong Fu, that's pretty iconic.
Yeah, absolutely, that's
like a must-have cinema. I mean, heterosexual men in the 90s playing gay men who are drag queens and playing it sensitively.
Yeah.
The joke is not that they're in drag. Do you know what I mean?
addressing real issues that really happen in small towns, as we both know. Yeah, it's an amazing film. I really wish I would have wrote down a list so I could go back, because it's like all of a sudden my mind is completely blanking. But
well, Pink Flamingos,
yeah,
because Divine, who we all know, Divine, at first, of course, it was about shock, but then in Hairspray, Divine played the mom to Tracy Turnblad. And again, the joke wasn't that she's in a wig, ha ha ha. She played it sensitively like a real person, which is
told her daughter how major she is.
Yes, anytime that happens, like Courtney Acto and I always talk about this. When one of us does something that moves the thing ahead, they pull all of us with them, you know. And let's be honest, sometimes it is fun to have the joke be that you're in drag. Yeah. Of course that's fun. Like, I don't mind watching lip sync battle and seeing like Channing Tatum doing a Beyonce number. Because it's fun to watch somebody who's entirely, you know, not normally in drag. Yeah. It's always fun to watch people who don't normally do drag. That's always fun. Yeah. Because people, once they're in drag, their whole fantasy changes. They feel different about themselves. It's like when people get their makeup done professionally. They walk out of that, like, I used to work at makeup stores. People leave that store a totally different person. Yeah. A totally different person. They used to say,
she worked at, by the way.
Oh, really?
I got fired from the same place.
You did?
I know. That's the same. Isn't that bizarre?
I don't think anybody...
all the time.
Let's just say this. There's many makeup companies where working for them makes you a really wonderful makeup artist. Yes. But ultimately, let's be honest, many of us have our first retail experiences when we're young, and maybe we're also not the best employees yet either.
No, I worked in retail for 10 years, and I worked for that company, but I lived in Dallas, Texas, so I used to go to all the, you know, drag shows there.
Sure. Oil Can Harry's, JR's.
Is it Oklahoma?
S6, S5, S4,
yeah.
S4.
Well, I can't. This was 20 years ago, so my brain does not remember it all. I just remember like
there was only one gay bar. It was in a barn.
Yeah, but I really learned at that time. Like it was in 1999. I was working there, and I really learned a lot from those drag queens on how to do makeup, stacking lashes, and I mean we were like club kids at that counter, you know. And so that experience was amazing. Yeah, it really helped me learn how to do everybody's makeup too, because
oh my gosh, retail cosmetics.
Every personality.
Every age, every personality, every personal style, every skill level.
Yep, and that
you will have an expert walk in right after somebody. Anybody who works in retail cosmetics in the chat, I'm sure some of you have. You will have an expert come in right before somebody comes in who's never worn a lipstick in their life, and exactly. You really, honestly, what I learned about makeup from working in retail cosmetics for so long was that, especially in the industry of cosmetics, women especially, they're expected to know everything about makeup, but it's not allowed in society to ask. It's just like everyone's supposed to know. And if, let's say, you want to try a red lip, you're not encouraged to, like, ask. Whereas, like, I just think with makeup, like, nobody should feel disarmed by the products in their makeup bag. You should feel like you can put it on and try something and have it work out or not work out. And you don't have to be perfect every single day.
Oh, that's the great thing about makeup too. You try something on and it's always trial and error. Like I was going to wear a bright pink lipstick in honor of you. And then I looked and I went, no, this is not it. You wipe it off and you do something else. But working at that, at that counter, definitely like you it's so much just about life in general. So it was
and you know, also learn too, everybody wants the same makeup experience, whether you're a hardcore makeup user like us, there are many people in the chat, or you're somebody who only buys mascara and replaces it every 3 months. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants something that's easy to use, is priced well, and is easy, if not fun to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all want the same thing. Whatever kind of look we do, we all want the same experience.
Yeah, you just want to feel confident after whatever it is that you put on. And it really should be simple, you know, and not something to be scared of. And I think, too, working at that counter, it was all about having fun with makeup. So maybe people felt less threatened, whereas maybe other counters, like someone would come in and it was like, oh, let me sell you this product. So it wasn't about selling, it was about creating. And so I think that is
totally
fun. Yeah.
I mean, I had my makeup, the makeup industry, being in the makeup industry, especially now having Trixie Cosmetics, it's full circle.
I want to talk about this.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Trixie, yes, we I actually have somebody here today. We're doing like office from home, working on some upcoming graphic stuff, but especially the running the company and like being in the company. So many of the things I learned then I thought would never come up again when I left the cosmetics industry. All that stuff comes back to
Yeah.
haunt you in a good way.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You've
To
been
haunt you? Oh, I'm
to
so
haunt you in a good
curious.
way. Like
Yeah.
you've been at a busy retail counter trying to
Yeah.
burn out an appointment and explain somebody how to do a wing liner and stock a shelf
Yeah.
and and also watching people shop for makeup is so educational.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody shops differently because everybody's makeup bag is totally different.
I always remember too, there was always certain customers that would come in and I need the perfect lipstick, the one perfect lipstick for me. And of course, us being artists, I'm like, anything will look good on you. Everything will look good on you.
I want
There
a
are people that
beigey,
want that one
red,
thing. Yeah.
plummy,
It's all of
nude.
it. Or there was somebody that would come in and they would be in head to toe purple and they were coming for that purple retro matte or whatever it was. They were like, I need my purple lipstick. And if it got discontinued,
Over. Life is over.
over. And they're coming for you. And you had nothing to do with it.
But makeup is so personal. It is that thing where, like, no matter how particular of a makeup shopper you are, as a makeup lover, I'm like, who could blame you? You know what? If you're going to have control over one thing in your life that day, let it be your makeup, please.
But I hate when my favorite things are discontinued, and they are all the time. And I always wonder, why do I love this so much and other people don't? It makes me crazy.
Totally.
But, how it goes.
I have some stuff I've been using. Actually, there's the Maybelline Fit Me. I use that. I used to wear that out of drag because that foundation shears down so thin. It's almost
the
like
matte and poreless, right?
Yes, it shears down so much.
Yeah, I think it's very sort of filtered looking too. It really does something pretty to the skin. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would and then obviously the Fit powder too. I mean when I started messing around with makeup in college and stuff too, it was also like what was in my price point as a college student. And then it's surprising how many of these products just never left,
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think a lot of people don't realize too, with Maybelline, because they're a global brand, I think there's this, like, you can buy things in bulk, so you can make really good quality products, but sell them for less. So I think that's where that kind of thing comes in, which you probably can understand now as a business owner of makeup, how you have to buy large quantities to be able to sell your price point, all of that kind of thing.
Oh my God, yeah. Especially as a new company, like when we started, we had one product and I was like, what's one thing I think everybody could use? And I was like, a hot
pink
neon
lipstick.
a hot neon matte pink lipstick. Because that's the type of color that matches everyone and no one. It's more like a fun pair of shoes.
It's not always easy to find either, to find exactly what you're talking about. I need your lipstick. P.S. I need it in my life. So
we have a lot coming out in the lip department this year.
Oh, really? Are they already out or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab one right now.
Yeah, I'll go get it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, you guys, if I haven't read any comments, but I'm going to scroll back through at some point.
We're not ignoring you.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I was a little bit nervous, but talking to you, it's so relaxed, and we have such similar stories. So I'm like,
oh, good.
Feel much
well,
better.
we have Stacy, which was our first pink, and we're coming out with a version of it called. Well, this is our lipstick, which is so cute.
Oh my God, how cute! It's a heart shape.
I know. I know, because if I've learned anything from drag, packaging is part of the experience.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to see me lip sync with no wig on. It's not the same.
And that's another thing that goes into cost too, because if you do have a very, interesting packaging, you have to buy the factory has to buy the machine, and that's where price point comes in. So if you see very simple packaging, you can sell it for cheaper. Yeah. It's very interesting stuff.
And this one's like a version of Stacy, but it's more less neon.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to call it Stacy's mom because it's more like the maternal,
major,
the work appropriate.
I love that you put your hand up. You too. Yeah, that is so beautiful. And what do you
I love
now?
Naming. Oh my God, I gotta tell you, working makeup so long too, the name is everything. And I always used to be like, I wish I had the job to name products. I always envisioned, is there one person whose job is to sit in an office and name things? Like the sorting hat of cosmetics.
Yeah.
Where they put it on and go Gryffindor or whatever,
I
wanted that job.
Yeah. Well, now, and isn't that crazy that you thought like that and now you have it?
Oh, now the name is the most important. And now it's that naming a product is usually the last step.
Yeah.
And it gets to be so hard because you're it's sometimes on the tip of your tongue and you're this one we were it's like Stacy, but more grown up. And we're oh my God, Stacy's mom, duh. Sometimes they name themselves.
No, I love it too. Even just the name, such a nod to you. And when you name it and it comes from you, it's like a piece of your life, So there's always something in it. I couldn't even imagine what I would name things. That just seems like such a huge task because I don't know. I just wouldn't even know where to go with it. So I love the idea of Stacy. And what is Stacy though anyway? Is that just like this girl would be named Stacy wearing pink lipstick?
Yeah, it was that, and also it's like when you Urban Dictionary it,
Yeah.
it's sort of, you know, like the Trixie thing. A Trixie was formerly like a derogatory term for like, you know, somebody who is being like too gay or whatever. So that's why I took
never
that.
knew that till your documentary. I'd never heard that. I mean, we hear other words, but I'd never
Right.
heard Trixie. Yeah.
So I just like ran with that one, and then like Stacy, that's another one. I
like
think
that.
that one, the Urban Dictionary for it says it's like it's like a girl who's like a kind of like a rich brat, and I was like, that's fun. Let's make fun of that, you know.
Yeah, I love
Let's
that.
act a fool.
No, it's so good. It's beautiful. I'm gonna have
My liner even, I keep staring at myself and like, I'm so bad at symmetry. Until we get on camera, then the truth comes out where I'm like,
you know what's crazy is like watching you do your makeup. For me, I always have we were meant to talk about makeup tips. I totally forgot. But I always have Q-tips, pointed Q-tips, and a bit of remover. So I'll do my liner really rough, and then I just take it and I shape it. But I guess when you do like really do your base and everything first, it's hard to do it that way. You just do it without any mistakes. That's wild.
I freehand it. I freehand this black eyeliner every single day.
Like when I get the models in the chair, I just quickly throw it on and then with a pencil, and then I just remove a bit, and then I seal it in with a liner. And it just, I can do it quick, but I could never do it. I would be shaking if I have to go like nail it right off the bat. It's too much anxiety.
Well, I think when it's smaller liner, it's harder. Like when it's this big, I can pretty much like.
It is easier. I have to say, today I did the whole lid because they're falling down, and so I was like, let me just cover the whole damn thing. And I went, okay, yes. And
I used the what is it? The Precise All Day.
Oh, it's Master Precise, I guess.
Oh yeah, Master Precise All Day.
Yes, I'm like.
That's what I used to sketch it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then because it's so much black, I can't use a pen on this whole. I mean, it's half my face.
So
I usually draw it with liquid. Yeah, I draw it with liquid. Did you fill that in with liquid?
So I start with a non-waterproof pencil, then a waterproof pencil, and then I went on top with the Hyper Easy liner. So I do like a 3-step. It's kind of
well,
crazy.
It looks fab.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
I also I love a liner that is the same whether or not your eyes are open or closed.
Yeah.
It changes the whole face.
Oh, that reminds me. I noticed you don't really wear contacts so much anymore. Done with the blue or Z.
Well, my eyes are so big. One day I was sitting backstage. I was on tour. On tour, I'm wearing Halloween contacts every night.
Yeah.
And it's in a big venue. Once I started playing big venues, I was like, nobody can see the color of my eyes.
And actually, I love seeing your brown eyes through it, and just I almost think maybe the blue might take away from this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, people did tell me after I stopped wearing them that they think that the brown eyes sort of like anchor it more.
Nice, yeah.
And because my eyes are so dark, it does help the eyes have like a vanishing point where like, where are her eyes? Who knows? Because people used to tell me when I would see you in drag, I would look for little blue like cue balls floating around to see where you were looking, and now nobody knows.
Yeah.
Is she asleep? Is she here?
Yeah, it's true. And that means the makeup always looks like perfect too, so you don't really like need to see what's going on with the eyeballs.
The hardest thing, especially this style of makeup, is I sketch with the black pen for the triangle, because if I could turn my head, it's like an isosceles triangle.
Yeah.
Because a swoop wing doesn't really work on me.
What are you, a genius or something?
I'm a genius. I went to state school, and when I turn my head, I want it to be flat, not swoop.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't really read on my face. And I also like it to be almost, if I can, parallel to the cheek line, because then it's more like...
Maybe that's why it works so well. Why your particular makeup style, it works so well, because they do all sort of balance each other in the way that you do linear, like you were saying.
Yeah, like if you were tying a really tight ponytail, your face would stretch all up in the same direction.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't I know?
Can I ask, I've never worn that tape. Does it feel weird?
Well, I mean, like you can.
Do you get worried about it popping?
Are you kidding me? In about 2 more minutes, it's probably gonna fly off. That's why I was thinking. I was like, I better check myself. I was like before. And wait, in my stories, I'm gonna take it off tonight. I might wear this for a bit, go have a drink, and then I'll take it off tonight, and you'll see. I mean, the eyes just go. It's so sad. But
you better put on your story. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. It's hilarious. But yeah, I think just at my age, my eyelids. I used to be back in the day when I worked at that counter. I would wear 10 eyeshadows on my eyes. They were so much space and so like, I don't want to say my eyelids were perfect, but it was really easy to do eyeshadow. When your eyelids start to sag, it is so hard to do shadow. And so I've kind of given up on it. So now if it's a line, it's always a liner look for me.
Yeah. I mean, the anatomy of my face for drag, like, I mean, you can see, like, my real eyelid is down here. This is my eyebrow. This is my eyebrow here, my real eyebrow.
It's amazing.
So my eyelid is on my forehead.
Yeah, I love it.
So I always say, like, I know I look crazy, but I think I did pick a style of makeup that I can age and probably looks the same forever.
I was just gonna say that if you started getting into face tapes, if you start to, I don't think you would need to, but sometimes you just.
Because I don't work with my real features whatsoever.
What'd you say? You don't what?
I don't use my real features whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. So you really would never need it. I have to say.
The only time this makeup wouldn't work is I've seen people try it. If you have a very, like, hollows of your cheek, like Katya in drag almost has like a very hollow look because she doesn't eat. But
is that why? Is that what it is?
Well, yes.
No, oops, I shouldn't say that. Sorry.
She doesn't like eating. She's one of those people. She's like, if I could just take a pill and not have to get bothered with food. Whereas like I'm the opposite. I'm like, is it lunch? Is it breakfast? I'm ready to go. I mean, but she's like, she wishes she could just have like her meals in a pill form and not waste time. She thinks eating is like annoying.
I married an Italian man really because he cooks for me all the time. Many other reasons, but like he cooks for me all the time. I gained 20 pounds when I married him, so oh well.
Take it and run with it.
He likes it.
Yeah. But this makeup is hard if you don't have a full cheek because I have a straight line.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a straight line, your real anatomy can be kind of like revealed here.
Or if you have a very skinny face, when you contour too much, I do feel it kind of pushes it in. And maybe it's not about contouring. There's like doing light around the face and contouring here to widen. I mean, there's so many tricks.
Yeah, because you have a lot of real estate here, so you can wear blush here. But like if you have a really thin, like if you have a really narrow face, blush on the temples, I don't think always reads.
No, well, I did have a very narrow face until this doctor put a little something on the sides here, so it kind of.
It's kind of stunning though. It's stunning.
He's so sweet. Oh my god, this has been like the most fun thing ever for me. Sometimes when I watch you and then I was like, what if she like shades me? What if she, because I love to see the drag shape. You are so sweet and so nice and so kind, and I just have enjoyed this so much, I have to tell you.
Oh my god, I love makeup artists, and I especially love women, so I'm an admirer myself. And I love Maybelline. I mean, if you could tell like little 18-year-old me in my dorm trying to figure out how to do makeup, that I would be like, live with Maybelline today. It gets better.
Crazy where we are. Do you know I actually got caught stealing Maybelline from a small store in my small town.
Today.
I got caught stealing Great Lash Mascara, and now I'm their global makeup artist, 20 years later. How crazy.
I mean,
I don't recommend anybody goes out and steals. I'm just saying it's kind of a funny story.
There's a brand I was let go from that sends me PR now, and I'm always like, I'll take it.
It's so crazy. Our lives are crazy and amazing, and anyway, I probably won't keep you on much longer because I do feel this one slipping on the side here.
You'll have to start doing this.
Yeah, exactly. No, as soon as if it falls out, I'm just going to switch to this side. But anyway, just thank you so much. And I don't even know what else to say. I've just had such a wonderful time talking to you. I really hope we can meet and hang out with Darian too.
I would love that. I would love. Let's put on a bunch of makeup and just go. And when we leave our house, let's put on a bunch of makeup and go like have an adult beverage and cackle.
Like I was gonna say, just carry a bottle of wine because Lord knows I'm
just down the street.
Down the street, fine.
We'll have fun in Nashville.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, since this was my last day of the shoot, I'm going to have a nice, long glass of wine. Long glass of wine? A big glass of wine.
You deserve it. And if anybody here wants to follow me, you can follow me on every platform at Trixie Mattel, except TikTok. I'm Trixie Mattel 8. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to go check it out. Guys, I'm Erin Parsons Makeup. Thank you for tuning into Maybelline's channel. Please also check out Ali Forney Center. And thank you so much, Trixie. This was just the most joyful event ever.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.